Hi, this is Ross Payton with Role Playing Public Radio for RPPR Actual Play. This is Delta Green Impossible Landscapes Session 5. In the game, it is currently September 2nd, 2015 in the early morning hours. Cell Y has fleeing in multiple directions away from the burning house of Dr. Elias Barbas, and in two vehicles. Yeah, so we will pick up there. Yersinia, you were in a car with who again?
My dear Marley.
Yes,
Marley,
hello.
Yes.
I believe I'm driving and
Yes, you are.
Yeah.
freaking out.
All right, and then in the other car we have Maddy playing Ryan West and Rob Stith playing Jørgen. And who is driving? Is Ryan? Are you driving?
No, because I have glass in my feet and only one shoe. So,
oh, that's right.
Jørgen would be the one driving.
Yep. So, Jørgen, you do not have sight of the other vehicle because you had to go in separate directions. The cars were parked, a block away, at least a block away. You had to get out of there quickly because, populated neighborhood, even though it's night, there's a lot of loud noises and, a fire. So
and some gunshots
some gunshots. So
a lot of fun stuff happened in a short period of time.
Yes. So this is a suburb right outside of Boston. We're in the Boston, sprawl, I guess. So where are you going to go, or what are you going to do as you are driving away? We're gonna say you're safe from being immediately pulled over by the cops or whatever. You did get away from that. So, at least in the immediate vicinity. And, you don't know if anyone saw you or got a license plate down or any of that stuff, but
we'll just keep driving evasively and anonymizingly. And I'm going to call Marley.
Marley, you get a call from,
Okay.
Jørgen.
I'm also driving. Lovely. Yeah. Hello. What the fuck, man? Why did you start a fire? Did he catch you? What happened?
He didn't catch me. Something inside that tried to come out caught me.
Yeah, I think we saw a little bit of that.
It was a bad place, Marley.
Did you see anyone else in there? I saw a woman in the window. What the fuck?
No. Just the thing. Lots of machines and books.
I mean, we saw the pictures you sent, but
yes. There's a problem.
Okay.
There's a very bad problem.
Yeah, well, probably a few.
Do I need to say it?
What?
Yersinia went inside.
Yeah, I know. I tried to make sure she didn't break her neck coming down.
She went inside after something. She's been very interested in these things.
Yeah, I've been traveling around with her and working on investigations for a while. I'm very aware. Thank you.
We need to address this. You remember what happened to everybody, to Abigail and Manuel.
Look,
Robert Curran.
Yeah, I remember what we did to them.
No. It was already done to them. Don't make this about what we did. Remember what happened to us. It's going to happen to Yersinia if we don't do something. She can't have something from in that house. Marley, she can't have something from in that house.
Look, Jørgen, I think being certain that we played this the right way 20 years ago is a lot more of a cope for all of us than anyone has really confronted. And the fact
we're still here. We're still here.
The fact
that
the psychotic
is still here, my nephew is alive and happy. We played it the right way.
The fact that the psychotic crazy guy who attempted to trick us into going into whatever hospital doesn't want us to know what documentation he has or might see doesn't exactly fill me with faith that your answer here is the right one.
He did not display many signs of being made healthy by spending time with those things, Marley, nor has anyone else.
We cannot kill and burn everything in the world until the problem seems gone.
Can?
I'm going to squeeze Marley's shoulder. Is that Balto?
Yeah, he says hi.
May I speak to him?
Yeah, I would probably make driving much easier here.
Thank you. Hello, Balto.
Hello.
I imagine that you're understandably upset right now.
Concerned. I'm not upset.
I understand.
I don't want to have to do it to you, Yersinia. I don't.
I understand. I know the score. And I would really rather prefer not doing it to you either. So how about a compromise? I won't read the book. I want to talk to you in person. But I want a little bit of time before that. Does that sound all right? We'll meet in the morning. I'll send you our address, wherever we end up. You'll come, you can bring Ryan, and then we'll sit down and we'll talk.
I'm for what, if not reading?
I want to make sure that no matter how this goes down, I don't have any regrets regarding matters outside of this case.
That does not require use of the book.
Correct. But I'm sorry to say that I don't trust you enough to hand it over until we finish our talk.
Give it to Ryan.
All right. I can agree to that. Will you give the phone to Ryan?
He doesn't say anything, he just does.
Hi, we're giving something. What's going on? You guys both okay? First up, did you both get out?
Yes, we are both alive and well. Things
Good.
looked rather close on your end. Are you in one piece still?
Most of a piece. Nothing I can't handle.
Of course. Well, I'm sure you're quite relieved to have made it out. Now, I don't know how much of our conversation you heard, but we're tasking you with the very important role of mediator. I brought something out of the house that Jørgen would not like me to have brought outside of the house. I would like some time to settle things outside of this case, and I would have liked to have held on to the book in that time, but Jørgen doesn't trust me, understandably.
Sure, yeah.
Can I ask you to meet us somewhere so that I can give you the book? And can I ask you, are you trustworthy enough to not hand the book over?
Yeah, of course. Yes, absolutely.
Of course.
Hold the book. It's sure. I got this. It's fine. Just sure. Where do you want to meet?
All right. I want just you to come and meet me at. I give an address of the hotel we're probably going to.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Alone. And I want you to make sure that Jørgen doesn't come with you.
Sure. All right, I'll get him to drop me off and grab a taxi there. Great.
Thank you, Ryan. You're very dependable, do you know that?
Nice to hear, actually. It's been a while.
Well, good luck.
Yeah, I'll see you soon.
Of course. Goodbye. I hang up.
Also hang up. So I'm the bookkeeper now. Cool. All right. Listen, could you just pull over? I'm gonna go get that book.
You're going to go. She
yeah.
She doesn't want me to be there?
Rather not. You guys seem to have this thing, some tension. I don't know. I'm just gonna go.
What happened all those years ago to happen to lots more people. It's not tension. It's just obvious. Ryan, I respect you. You're my friend. So I'm going to ask you a question that you don't need to feel nervous about answering honestly.
Oh.
All right.
Do you care about lying to Yersinia? Would lying to her make you sad?
It's gonna make Marley sad, and it's definitely gonna come back to me via that. You know those guys are thick as thieves.
So you would prefer if you went by yourself?
Jørgen, You know me. I'm not about to let them fuck up reality somehow, and if me holding a book for a night helps you feel better about Yersinia, I'm gonna do that for you, but I'm also gonna do this for them. Let me have a night. I think we all need some rest. I'm gonna pick this fucking glass out my foot, and let's just talk in the morning like we didn't just try to kill everyone.
I agree. I care about them too. That's why I'm even bothered to be thinking about any of this. I'm giving you my pictures that I took so that you can make sure that the book she gives you is actually a book that was from the inside of that house. And you can rest easy. You are not allowing me to come with you.
Thank you.
I give the photos and I find a place to drop Ryan off. And then I fucking follow him.
Yeah. I'm going to pretend that I don't know that's exactly what's happening.
Well, do you want to, pull over first and treat your...
sure, of course.
Yeah. Can I do a first aid roll?
Glad to help. 50 on first aid. I can do parts of it that are hard to reach.
Well, you can assist Ryan. I assume Ryan has a high...
I have 83 in first aid.
Yeah, so
I didn't know if there was a penalty for doing it on yourself or whatever.
It's also a foot. Oh, then again, I'm 66. I probably can't reach my fucking feet.
With some assistance and a bench.
You'll get a plus 10 bonus on your roll. So you got a 93 on your roll there.
All right, come on, crit failure.
Wow. All right.
71. All right. Yeah.
All right.
I don't think Ryan can live through many more crit failures.
You get 4 back actually. So if that,
I was only missing 1. That's the week. My hit points haven't gone down. It's just
you
the glass
overcharge.
in the foot.
Yeah, you do a great job. It's going to heal perfectly, as far as you could tell.
Wonderful.
Wasn't as bad as you thought. It was just you get a taxi then, Ryan?
Yeah, I'm going to stop somewhere on the way to buy shoes as well, because currently I am walking around with just one shoe and a bandage, which...
All right, so you sneak into a Walmart or rush by the... Well, it's late at night. There's no greeter by the but there are... Yeah, you can go to Walmart, get some socks and shoes without... I mean, technically, they're not supposed to let you in barefoot, but it's Walmart late at night.
It's Boston.
Yeah. We
sell shoes in singles, actually. You just got to go over there.
Yeah. There's a big bin of them.
There's a loose bin, old DVDs.
It's just labeled Lucy's, yeah.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. So you get that, then you get a taxi, and so Jørgen to tail Ryan. That would obviously be a driving check, and Ryan, you will get.
I'll just get a taxi too.
Okay, well, all right, then it's the taxi driver. How about
doing a good old
NPC tail?
This
other
guy's
NPC.
stealing my route.
Just straight up doing a follow that car.
Yeah.
He loses him. I mean, your driver can't follow. Rolled a 90. So, you do not know where Ryan went. I'm not even gonna make a sand check. You just interpret that as you want. So meanwhile, you get to the hotel parking lot and are dropped off. Do you tell the driver to wait?
Yeah. I'm not expecting this to take that long, and I don't really want to shack up in the same place these guys are. I'll go somewhere around the corner or whatever.
Okay. I assume you want to meet. Do you want to meet in the parking lot or inside the hotel, Yersinia?
Probably parking lot. I think Yersinia's outside smoking.
Okay. All right. So you see Yersinia smoking, leaning against a building.
Yep, walk up you're trying to break in these new shoes that are terrible because they're from Walmart. Just nod, assume they have the book on them.
Yep, I have the book. I hold the book out, and I hold out pack of cigarettes and offering you one.
My taxi's waiting. Its meter's running. Not
understand. Tonight. Just one more thing, Ryan.
Yeah?
I'm sure that you've already thought about this, given that of all of us, you're the oldest. No offense. But I have the feeling that we should all make peace with things very soon.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
If you have any loose ends, make sure those get snipped or tied up.
Just kind of stunned silence of like, yeah, we're kind of fucked. All right. Grab the book.
Yeah, you see the book. It is a little red book. And you remember this book. You actually have a flashback to 20 years ago in August of 1995. A few days before you went on the opera, you remember a busker playing guitar, and when you passed him, you dropped in 50 cents, some loose change, and he thanked you, looked at you, and made a note in a little red book that looks exactly like this. And you remember what he was singing before. He was singing a cover of The Sign. I saw the sign, and it opened up my eyes. And
great.
Yeah,
awesome.
So you if you go ahead and give me a sand check for unnatural.
Yep. All right.
There is a
so that's 38 over 35, so I don't make that.
Okay, so that's 1.
God. I didn't mean to. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that to you.
Without meaning to, you open up the book and you could say,
Ryan.
"Hi, Ryan, from 1995. Thank you for the change."
If I see Ryan open the book, can I try and close it for him?
I'm just staring stunned at this
Ryan, what are you doing?
That snaps me out of it. I smack the book close. Sorry, it just opened.
Tie it shut. Do you still have the shoe? Your other shoe? Tie it shut.
That's a real good idea. Yeah. I'm gonna do that. Okay, well, my taxi's waiting, so I'm gonna go and, morning, cool. So you get book back, morning, cool. All right, enjoy your smokes. I'm gonna go.
Remember what I said, Ryan. Make sure to settle things.
Yeah.
So Ryan, you get back in the taxi. Are you going back to the hotel where Jørgen is waiting, or is supposed to be?
Oh, absolutely not. No. Right. I'm just gonna go can you take me to any hotel that's 4 or 5 blocks away? Just
Jørgen's gonna think I killed you.
Now we'll just check in via group chat.
Yeah.
It's 2016. It's fine.
Yeah.
Or 15.
Oh, right. Yeah. We're all.
It won't be that long before I call Ryan. Honestly.
Yeah.
We're all
so
on
you're
the
going to
Discord.
You're going to a different hotel, Ryan, when you get a phone call from Jørgen.
Hey, what's up? I got the book, so don't worry about that. It's all good.
It matches the pictures.
Yeah. I assume I looked at it in the backs of the taxi or whatever, just yeah. No, it's definitely.
The other red books in the photos, they look like they all come from the same printing press, but your copy in your hand has a little scuff mark on the top. And you see it in the photos too. So you can tell it apart from other red books. But yeah, you could tell that they were obviously manufacturing copies of this there, or at least they were, there are a lot of red books, but yours is special.
It is mine, and it's special. Mm-hmm. Yes.
It was made for you.
Did they seem all right? The two of them?
I only saw Yersinia. She seemed fine, a bit morbid. I don't think she thinks we're getting out of this, and the more this happens, I'm starting to kind of believe.
Are you okay?
No.
What happened?
You were right about not reading this book. I didn't mean it. Just it opened and yeah, there's shit in this book that shouldn't be.
You didn't. This is why I didn't like that she took it.
Yeah.
This wants to spread. We shouldn't help it. But what's done is done. I would put it in a bag or tie it shut. Or both.
Yeah, it's tied shut now, but yeah, I might
see no reason not to destroy it now except to avoid upsetting them. It's hard to think that that's very important compared to the things that we've seen happen, but we will be more effective if we are all together.
Yep, that seems like a tomorrow morning problem, honestly, Jørgen. I'm just crashing at a local motel. Like, I'm gonna rest this damn foot and see you in the morning.
That means that you're more afraid of me than what the book can do to you, and that does hurt my feelings, and I think it's wrong.
Oof.
Jørgen, you're terrifying me, to be honest.
I'm not going to do anything to you, except try to protect you if something bad happens.
But you also...
You've seen how things that can... You've seen how things bad can happen around these things, so...
Jørgen,
but I will not.
Bad things happen around you as well, and
I will not waste our time begging
me.
you to trust me. I will see you tomorrow.
Jørgen,
Oh man.
Fuck. Put phone back in pocket. Just take out a cigarette. Drag. Fuck.
All right, and with that. All of you go drag yourselves into a bed somewhere and somehow get some sleep.
For the confrontation, I would like to have a scene with Marley, if we can do that.
Yeah. Oh, sure. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. When you come back to the room, like, Marley was just, like, standing inside the door with her gun in her hands, just, like, weeping silently. Like, she'd been watching from the window, like, ready to fucking shoot someone that she knew, and she is not okay.
Oh, my God. I think Yersinia will see that and kind of, like, grab both sides of Marley's shoulders and rub a bit and be like, come here. And guide Marley over to the bed.
I don't want what happened before to happen again, but I trust Jørgen to do what he thinks is best, and I know what that means. And if it comes down to it, I will kill him if he touches you.
That's very sweet. But I would like this to end without Jørgen trying to kill me.
Yeah, that would be great, actually.
Ideally, I would like it if you could make it alive out of all of this. Yersinia, like, starts braiding and unbraiding her hair, which you, after spending so long with her, realize is a nervous tic of hers.
Yeah.
She says, I've had a lovely 20 years with you. Did you know that?
I had suspicions.
She pauses, braiding and unbraiding, and picks some, like, grass and leaves out of your hair from when you failed to climb the house.
Fell on the ground multiple times.
Yeah. She says, may I ask you something that is very selfish?
Yeah.
I want you to be there for our about Noyabrina, and I want to give you the burden of being the executor of my will. I have all the paperwork ready. One call and it's official. And all you have to do is say it.
You know that I love her too. Like, of course, if anything happens, like, you two are my family.
I know, but I mean in a legal sense.
No, I guess we've talked around that for years now, but yes, of course.
And I want you to try and survive, but if I die, I want you to make sure that Noyabrina is taken care of, and then you can do anything that you to do after that.
I mean, she's a big girl now. I think that she doesn't need either of us as much as we would like, but I understand.
Yes. I appreciate that. And I wish I had a ring to show my proof that this isn't just something transactional, but I didn't quite think that far ahead.
I now pronounce you executor of estate.
Very sweet. It has a ring to it, doesn't it?
Oh, I guess executrix, technically.
Even better. Try not to kill Jørgen when he gets here tomorrow.
Yeah, Marley like sort of laughs and cries and nods, like clearly much more like relaxed and less like she's able to put the gun down in the course of this conversation, which she was white knuckling pretty hard.
I think Yersinia just pulls Marley into a hug after that, and
yeah.
There's a loud click as Marley switches the safety back on.
Right. Yeah, my safe word is safety.
Oh my God.
All right. So yeah, with that, all of you managed to get some sleep. There are dreams, but fortunately, you don't remember them as you wake up. You all of you get the sense that your dreams were not good, though.
Yeah.
So, perhaps images from the last night.
Ugh.
Yeah, fire, the thing of gears and metal. But now it is the morning. And so Yersinia, I guess it's on you to arrange where and when you meet up with Jørgen.
Yes. I'm going to have Marley. I don't think Yersinia does phones very well. I think that she'll have. She's good at computers, but phones are a different matter.
Look, I am the charming one of the two of us. It's fine.
Exactly. I think she'll have Marley be like, meet us at this hotel. Here's our room number. And Yersinia is just going to be like waiting at the like those shitty little conference tables they have.
Like I also make a point to tell him, like, Jørgen, I know that it's bad right now, but I hope that you can trust me when I say that I was never away from her, and she did not open the book. Like it fell open when Ryan was holding it, but she kept her word.
It didn't fall open.
You know what I mean. It fell itself open. I know.
Yes. Which is why this shouldn't have happened in the first place. Have you talked to her about why she brought the book out? I will ask her that question.
We've been working together trying to find out more for 20 years. Like, that's why. She thinks that we can find out things to not have to go the red-handed way. Like, she was the one of us that had reservations about she was the only one of us that had real reservations about murdering everyone in the McAllister building, and she's been trying to find ways not to, and that's why. That's as much as as far as I know, and I feel like I know her well, that is why. We'll see you at breakfast, I guess.
All right.
Yeah.
So Ryan, nothing else happened with the book as you slept. It's still in the same place, still tied up with the shoestring.
It is tied up with shoestring and then in like a pillowcase, like folded over. It is. Yeah.
Do you open up the pillowcase to get visual confirmation it's still there?
That's a weird question to ask.
It feels the weight feels like it's still there, but honestly, I think I would be paranoid enough to be just like, okay, is did it somehow fucking leave? Like, what is this? Yeah.
It's still there.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. Just tie it up with a fucking shoelace. I'm like, great.
Just open the pillowcase. It has no cover. There's just the first page.
God.
Yeah. So, are you taking it with you to the meet? Wait, you're sitting? Are you calling Ryan for details? I mean, Ryan already knows where you are.
Yeah, Ryan knows like where we are and when the meet is happening. I think Jørgen was the only one that didn't know, just for safety reasons.
All right, Ryan, are you taking the book with you to the meet?
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay, all right.
I'm not leaving it alone in the random hotel room I booked for the night.
Yeah, no, the maid's gonna find it. Don't worry about it.
God damn.
Yeah.
Maid's named Casilda. It's fine.
Oh, God.
Coincidentally, the hotel is called the Brothel Bin.
Yeah. Well, it will be if you leave the book there. So, all of you meet up. It's like 9:30. You've had the finest breakfast nook coffee and stale bagels they can provide, and granola bars and whatnot, whatever you can get from the little store they have up there, or whatever else. I don't know, but it's great food you've all had many times before. And you are all looking uneasily at each other, I would imagine.
You're deeply upset that there's no smoking section anymore.
Yeah, Ryan is carrying a bookcase that has a book-shaped object in the book in it.
In the pillowcase.
Yeah, the pillowcase. Yeah, sorry.
I carried a whole bookcase now. Yeah.
Sorry.
I found more. Don't worry about it, guys.
Well,
Inside the
pillowcase has a book. It becomes a bookcase.
Yeah, inside the pillowcase is a bookcase. Don't question it.
Yeah, sorry. Bleh. So yeah. Say what you're gonna say.
May I speak with Jørgen alone? May I ask the two of you to wait wherever is most convenient for you?
Yeah, you can get coffee at the breakfast nook.
Sure, I'm going to go make those pancakes so you have to wait to go on the little conveyor belt.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just going to step outside for a smoke, I think.
Okay. Yeah, wherever is private that Jørgen and I could talk about, shit that would get side-eyed usually.
Yeah, it's in the room, so yeah.
Okay. Thank you for agreeing to this. I appreciate it. What do you think of the...
Ryan, so...
Yersinia nods and is like, what do you think of the name Balto?
I think that Balto is nicer than me.
But Balto is just as dedicated. I took one look at you and I knew what you would do. You would do exactly what you believed was right. And I appreciate that. I don't call you Balto in jest. I say it because it is respect. And I hope that in some capacity I have earned a similar degree of respect. I wanted to talk to you not because I believe myself to be superior, but because, well, there's two reasons, primarily. If I am becoming untethered, I can trust that you will make an unreserved judgment to do what is necessary. The second reason is that I truly do believe that it is possible to end things or resolve things more cleanly than we have been. Do you understand?
I understand what you mean. Of course, I don't know what you know.
Let me share a story with you. 20 years ago, when we were working the case, and we decided to burn the building down, I called my family for some guidance. And I feel like the thing that we were threatening to burn down bared its teeth at me. It threatened me. I hesitate to even say something like that because that is assigning it very human or anthropomorphic traits. But when I called my family that night, my daughter was reading a book written by someone involved in this case. I don't think that's a coincidence. I think that is a threat. And I think that burning the building down can't stop things like that. I think that we need to be more exacting. You have something of a child of your own now, don't you, Jørgen?
He is grown, but he is still young.
But he's important to you.
Yes.
Let's say we burn however many buildings down it takes. What would you do if you called home and you found out that your sister had died because she accidentally watched a film that contained the play?
The pause here is very long. I don't think that I know.
I understand.
Because my feelings would be so different if that happened to what they are now that I don't know what I would do.
I understand.
It would be right to keep going because other people have sisters and nephews.
Correct.
I don't know if I would. I like to believe that I would.
Correct. Ultimately, we want the same thing. We want this sickness, or whatever you call it, cured or cut out or excised or put down. However you want to describe it. Is that correct?
Yes.
I think that the best way we can understand this is as a predator, or as something that predates us. Not in the chronological sense, but in the assumptive sense. We are its food. We can't just swing at it with torches and guns. We need to learn about it so that we can kill it. I don't even think burning the building down hurt it. I don't think that affected it even in the slightest. It's still alive. It's still doing what it does. We had a man who may or may not exist come to us asking for help to rescue him from, who knows, an insane asylum that may or may not exist. 20 years after we burned down a building. I think that, yes, we can continue burning down the buildings. But we will die eventually, either by mistake, or because it kills us, or by old age. And when that comes to pass, we will have to tell someone else about what's going on, because someone else will need to keep burning down the buildings.
Mm-hmm.
How far into the future are we going to keep burning things? Why not just stop here, learn what we can, and try and cut it out in one go? That's why I want to read the book. Does this make sense?
Yes. This all depends on whether this thing is more like a predator, like you say, or like a disease, like I say.
I think that it can be a disease and a predator at the same time.
Infecting yourself with a disease that is communicable to try to learn more about it is probably not wise. You maintain that we can learn about this and make predictions and make better plans and be more effective. What I have seen feels to me like knowing hurts and makes it stronger. Knowing is how it eats us, from what I have seen.
And that
it all
may be
depends
true.
on which is true, and I don't know for sure.
Then I have an offer. I will read the book, and if I become sick in the way that others have, I ask you keep this from Marley, but I give you leave to put me down. Because if it is communicable through knowing, then it would be an excellent vector for spreading it.
I think that there is nobility in what you're saying, but how will you be stopped from using phones or computers?
One of you could monitor me. I don't, on my own, I don't enjoy using phones. I could give you my work laptop. I could hand over.
Marley will need to be involved and agree.
Of
Not
course.
to perhaps the last step.
Of course.
But to the rest.
Of course. I think that would be a good idea. So you're willing to go down this route?
Someone had to be the first person to walk in space.
I don't think this is quite as noble, but...
And you say that, but when Jørgen sort of like looks up from staring down at his plate, he's got tears in his eyes, and he reaches across to shake your hand.
Yersinia reaches out and shakes your hand and says, "Thank you, Balto."
I still hope that this doesn't go the way that I think it will.
I do too.
He starts eating his breakfast, I guess.
Yeah. A few minutes later, there's a knock on the door. Marley and Ryan come back with the pancakes and the coffee.
I have like 15 pancakes. Yeah.
Yeah. Still, like what's Yersinia's breakfast of choice from terrible places? Because that is of course what I will bring.
Grapefruit, coffee,
pack of smokes.
Yeah, both of you, Marley and Ryan, can tell that certainly some heavy shit was discussed.
The most telling, I think, is that Jørgen has like teary eyes.
Yeah. Actually, I want to hold on.
Whatsoever in hiding that. So.
So yeah, no human roll required. You're just like teary eyed.
I made Balto cry.
I'm gonna just silently walk up to Jørgen and hand him the pillowcase.
I just walk up to Yersinia and like put my hand on her shoulder while I hand her food, and it's like, are we good?
For now, we're good. Thank you, dear.
We do have a difficult task ahead of us.
Yeah, we've got a few.
I mean the new one that was just decided. Yersinia, can you explain it?
Of course. This is a lot harder to talk to than it is to talk to Jørgen about it. I volunteered myself as, say, a test subject for the book. I believe that by reading the book, we can learn more about what it is we're dealing with. However, of course, there comes the risk that learning about this is how it spreads. So I will need to be monitored once I have read the book. So I'm going to hand over my phone to Marley and my work laptop to Marley as well. I will need someone to make sure that I'm not making any communiques.
Well, I suppose if I have to watch you 24/7, I can carry that burden.
My knight in shining armor. Thank you.
It's like, trying to cut the tension.
Mm-hmm.
Reading the book feels like it hurts. That's not gonna be comfortable.
I am well aware, yes.
I mean, we've been chasing around the edges.
I would... This plays into my greater life philosophy, but I don't want to do this. But I don't think we have a choice. Of course, before I crack this open, is there anything that we need me to do before the question of whether or not I'm in my right mind comes into play?
Yeah, all of you can give me intelligence times 5 checks. Kind of.
Nope.
I pass.
Okay.
I also pass.
55 under 70?
Ooh, crit.
Okay. Yeah, a couple things do come to mind in general. Dorchester House is a real facility. It is. Mm-hmm. It is not a place. And Dr. Barbas pointed you there. Also, you did contact Fitzroy, your supervisor, and she is looking into things. So you can wait for her to say something. But Amanda Fitzroy, the person the agent in charge of the FBI, the Boston office. She did mention there was a missing DEA agent who was with the group, that the group was looking at Barbas, and that previous agents did not it was bad. So the bad scene, she did not give details though. So of course now you've destroyed Barbas's house. You have no idea if he's alive or dead, or where you could possibly.
My presumption is alive, but of course, no way to know.
Yeah. So your biggest lead right now is Dorchester House. There's obviously a ton of stuff related to it. You already looked into a little of the building's history. I would say with a crit success though, there was something you did see, Yersinia, that you thought was just random casual graffiti, but now it seems more significant to you. There were signs on the street, like where the like on telephone poles, how there's like lost dog, right. Help me find my missing dog, that kind of thing. There was also like a something you looked at casual, and you do remember it now, and it does seem significant now. There is something called the Encounter Group, and St. Jude Church, Dorchester. So this is meeting near Dorchester House. And the symbol on it, which all of you kind of don't, well, except for Jørgen, you recognize that symbol. And the other three of you, it's a symbol that's also on the cover of the book now that you look at it, but you don't really, none of you think that's significant, but Jørgen, you know that's significant. Encounter Group, no cost. Find the answer to life's questions in a no judgment group environment. 7 to 9 p.m. on Tuesdays. St. Jude's Church, Dorchester. Masks provided. Tireless heroes explore, knowing infinite night grants comfort on moonlit, endless seas. Handwriting.
All right, just give me the fucking anagram roll on that one.
Let's see here.
Fucking.
I'm relaying this information. I can feel Marley bristling.
Yeah,
so, I'll squeeze your shoulder.
Yeah, like my cult shit radar is like...
Yeah, I don't like the reading the first letters of those words downwards.
Yeah.
It's not good.
Oh.
It's not good at all.
Yep.
And I
the
feel like...
king comes. Yeah. Why would you be concerned about that?
Crazy.
Yeah.
I do feel like... we talked about the possibility of something better than burning everything existing.
Mm-hmm.
We did not, however, say that we should never burn anything again.
You are correct. You are correct about that.
Or that we would be able to move beyond burning things immediately.
We're just adding more cards to the hand. It's a CCG, right? We have more options in the deck. That doesn't mean.
So yeah, the house was so distracting to you last night, Yersinia. You didn't really think about that weird flyer, but now that you think about it, yeah. In fact, there are flyers all over the neighbor. Like this is your hotel's not too far from it. They tend to be plastered up. So you found one. Not too far from here.
So we've got two things to do, really. Investigate this group and talk to Dorchester.
You can also contact Delta Green if you want, obviously.
What help they've been lately.
I think maybe I'll wait until Fitz calls me.
You also have the satellite phone. Don't forget, Barbas gave you a satellite phone.
Barbas sure did give us a phone.
Yeah, I think that's just like in a bag. Like put in an evidence bag in a duffel bag. Like...
Okay,
I feel like that's a...
Well, you're a cryptographer and a person who's analyzing things. You would be the kind of person who could deconstruct that, Yersinia.
I mean, it's shaped like a phone, but it feels like a gun. I don't want to put that up to my ear just yet. Okay. I've got another gun I'm dealing with already.
You have the technical skills to like analyze it on a technical perspective as well.
Okay. If I don't have to turn it on and call anyone, then yes, absolutely, I would analyze that.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so you want to do that first?
Yes, let's do that because we can work from home for that one.
Okay. So that you have the book available to you. You could read that, but you were looking at that.
We're doing the things I have to be in my right mind for first.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, right. Jørgen's still got the book right now.
Yeah. It's in a pillowcase. Just being a book. It's
in
fine.
A hole at the bottom of the sea. Yeah. We know.
No, it's in a pillowcase like attached to my belt. On the like
in the
front of my pants,
stuffed it down. Yeah.
Like real hiding a porn mag from your parents energy going on.
All right. So Yersinia's breaking out a little electronics toolkit to start working on that. Is anybody leaving, or are you just going to hang around for the satellite?
I was gonna. I guess I'll if I'm taking charge of Sin's computer, I think I'm gonna see if I can do if I can dig up anything else like Dorchester House record wise. Since it's 2016, I imagine online city records and stuff is an option.
Yeah. All right. What question are you trying to answer? You already did look up the history of the house, and I gave that to you last session.
Oh yeah.
So you could look up.
Actually, now that I'm getting a little bit of a paranoia about the clear cult group flyer. Actually, no, yeah, I'm gonna look instead of looking into Dorchester House, I'm gonna look into encounter group. I'm gonna see if anything comes up in the spaces where people talk about sort of pseudo cultic self-help stuff.
Well, that would be a cult then. So to find the right spaces that you talk. So that'll take you some time to do, whether or not
gotcha.
You'll get something even on
I got 41 in a cult. I know things.
Damn.
You succeeded? Okay. All right, so that's going to take you... Yeah.
Yeah, no, I mean, that's just my score. I hadn't rolled yet.
Okay.
And I fail anyway. I roll a 57.
Okay. All right, well, that'll spend you some time to try and find something. I'll give you something.
Okay.
Not too much, but something. You won't,
gotcha.
Won't be entirely wasted.
But I get better through failure.
Yeah, Ryan, is there anything you want to do while these two... and then I'll get to Jørgen about what you want to do while we're all looking at things. While they're looking at things, at least. You can give me an idea check.
Yeah, I think I'll do an idea check, because my only thing I can think of now is go to hotel reception and with the flyer I'd be like, oh, hey, do you know anything about this? Pretend to just be tourist.
Someone could call the fucking Gabbins, whatever his name is, that runs Dorchester House.
It's a 76. I am bad at ideas.
Okay. I mean, you could do that. You could ask around about Encounter Group. It is not too far from here. It is theoretical that it is possible that people have been there before.
Yeah, I might do that. Just reception, local cafes.
Sure.
I just found this. Pretending to be
persuasion or humor would be good for that.
Which one is better? That is the question. Humid's better by 4 points. I have 44 in it.
Okay. All right. Give me a roll.
Odd one. I am the best at humid.
Oh.
Okay. All right.
I was that guy looks like he's in a cult. Hell yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And then Jørgen, what are you wanting to do?
At some point, I think Jørgen's just gonna call Marley again. It's probably in a sweaty panic in the middle of the night.
Well, we're this is the morning now. This is
we're still
we're
doing homework.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, in that case, I don't know. Jørgen's unmoored. He's upset. He doesn't know how to make anything better right now.
Okay.
Feeling feelings.
You can also give me an idea check, intelligence check.
Yeah, that seems good. Just barely I make it.
Okay, well, that Dorchester House is a real place. And you may want to go there. So, and one thing you know how to do is case a place.
Yeah, that's true.
We're
not going in there without knowing something about it. So,
yeah. So you could, so you can focus on the facility and security, or you could focus on its personnel. So, but you know how to case a place. You know. All right. So
I will learn the physical parameters of the place as well as can be learned.
Okay, so we'll do the phone first because there's some pretty obvious things with it.
Is it computers or cryptography?
Well, about that.
Great.
I remembered something.
Yeah. So you do see it does have an ancient serial port. You could try to connect it with computer science, or you could open it up to look inside and see what the components are. That would give you way more information, obviously.
Before I connect it to... You don't plug fucking flash drives you found on the ground into your computer. I'm going to open that shit up first.
All right,
look at the file with the microscope or whatever. God damn it. Okay.
It did make a dial tone earlier. You did when you pushed a button by mistake.
Right.
And then you turn it back off. And then you unscrew the injection molded plastic casing. Yeah, go ahead and give me a SAT check.
Yeah. All right. I do fail that.
Okay. So this thing that made electronic noises, that's only 1 for unnatural.
Okay.
Earth, rock, dried fragments of plants, and other detritus spill out, having been packed in so tightly they could not move or make a noise when shut. There are no electronics inside the device at all. So you just open it up and it just pours out onto the desk. But in the center of the dirt is a small green glass vial containing a healthy looking green leaf.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Is she the only one who sees this?
This is in the hotel room. Takes about like 15-20 minutes. So Marley, you definitely see it because you're just messing around on the computer.
I'm gonna pick.
Is that sand for me too?
Yeah. Go and give me sand.
Love it.
Yeah. It's
Okay.
less for you. But
I fail that.
All right, that is actually no. It would be the same because you heard the dial tone as well.
Okay.
Actually, still just 1 for you as well.
All right, good. I like that. That's good.
I'm going to pick the vial out and turn it around in the light.
There's a little
My dear, do you have much of a green thumb?
No, I grew up mostly in desert scrubland, and
What? Can you Google what this is?
I can. I'll do my best.
Both of you can give me an alertness check since you're looking at it.
Oh, great.
Great. That's what I love to hear, Ross. Thank you.
I do make that.
Oh, I make 51 under 53. I also make that.
Okay.
Oh.
There's a tiny little golden beetle kind of like insect in there.
I check the cork. Is that bottle closed? Like, is it?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Just remember.
It looks
how about we
made of gold?
How about we set that back
But it's
in?
eating.
How about we set that back in its little dirt pile there? That's
Yes, I believe I'm going to fix this phone now.
Carefully, just
As best I can. Can I just put it back in there and repack all the dirt in to see if the dial tone starts again?
Yeah, you try. That'll take you a while. Give me Dex times 5. Yeah.
Okay. I'm very dexterous.
Mm-hmm.
nimble fingers.
It's true. I make it.
Okay. Yeah.
It works again?
Yeah.
That
works!
I set the phone down on the far side of the table.
Do we have another? I take a pillowcase off of the bed and I put the phone in the pillowcase.
Yep, immediate pillowcase protocol.
Yeah, IPP. That's it's standard operating procedure. IPP SOP.
Yeah.
Oh God.
If you feel
Well,
yeah.
Have you found anything on the group, the encounter group?
All right. So, Marley, you failed your check.
Yep.
You do find some references as a self-help group that meets not just here, but in other places around the country.
That can I guess like how long a list of other places are we talking?
There's not like a conclusive list. It's just
like it's showing up in like people talking about self-help stuff, like sort of scattered, that kind of thing.
Yeah, it's mentioned as just like a gimmick of like some self-help groups because you're all you're given a mask and a robe when you go in, so no one can tell who is who.
God, even if we
Their eyes wide shutting this, cool.
Yeah.
even if we hadn't been to the McAllister building, this would raise the biggest possible red flags. Jesus.
Oh, my dear, they say you can quit your job, but your job never quits you.
You can't unlearn some things. Yeah, no, they sound awful even if they were normal. That's my read.
Ryan, you get a person who has been there and quite likes the group.
He's got a mask hanging off his belt and a robe over his shoulder.
No, let's see here.
Unfortunately, cult people look extremely normal most of the time.
Yeah.
Terrible.
So it is he says his name is Henry. He's a teenager. And and says, yeah, it's helped me, deal with some of the stuff, just stress of life, parents and all that. And yeah, so it's pretty good. I would recommend going to it if you're stressed out about stuff. You can talk about whatever. Nobody knows who you are, so you can just like vent. And yeah.
Okay, so it's just like a open group therapy session. That's what you're saying.
But you got anonymity because, like, everyone wears a mask and a robe, so you can't see who's who.
What do what are some things people have talked about? Obviously, parents. I know how that is. I have some children myself, and it's hard being a parent. I will say, but being a teenager, who I should not be talking to. Fuck me.
Oh yeah. There's stuff like work and family. Like somebody's like complaining about their house falling apart, like, oh, I found a hole in my wall behind the dryer, and just I think he went in to look for his bottle, but just regular things like that.
Regular things. Yep.
I don't know what the hell to ask this guy. Like, okay, cool, yeah, it's great, fantastic, awesome.
Yeah, we're meeting tonight actually. If you want to come by.
I don't know, human again? Like,
yeah, sure.
Is this really all this guy knows? Like,
what do you want to know about the encounter group?
I just want to know if it's spooky as shit or if it's just this weird therapy bullshit. Like,
I mean, he seems to be a fan of it. You can give me a human check.
That is odd one again. I read this kid like a fucking book.
Yeah, you've got kids yourself.
Okay. Yeah, something's off about this kid. There's something wrong with this kid, but it's hard for you to place it exactly. Something you know what it is? He talks, he sounds like a teenager, but the way he walks, he sounds like somebody who like slightly slouched over in the way that like a person with age is slouched over, like, yeah, it's very odd. You can't really figure it out.
Okay.
Yeah, but yeah, there's something off.
Well,
right, yeah.
I might like, thanks to your time, I might check it out. It does sound helpful. Like, cool.
Yeah.
Grab my coffee and leave, and then absolutely attempt to tail him.
All right, give me a stealth check.
You studied so hard for this.
I studied really. This is all I did in 20 years. 25, I make it. I did it. I am still
Grandpa.
Yeah,
I'm now stalking the teenager I approached on the street. It's great.
God, this looks bad.
Jesus.
Oh my god.
It's fine.
Yeah, they go to a house in Boston. It's a 3-story white aluminum-sided building on a narrow, winding street. The Ashmont neighborhood is very clean. It looks very up to date. So it is. Yeah, you have an address.
I'm gonna just text update the group chat. Followed kid, am here. Seemed weird. Just so they've got an update of where the fuck I am.
Meanwhile, let's see here. Dorchester House. Jørgen, it is a 17,000 square foot 3-story E-shaped building, and there are 2 entrances. You can tell there's a driveway winding up to a gatehouse and the main house. The utility entrance enters from the rear of the facility to a loading dock. So there's a gatehouse. There are 2 security guards as you were there. There are cameras. The fence is a 2.5 meter wrought iron pike style fence with inverted anti-climbing hooks on top. So there are, you can see there are motions. There are cameras at least. The walls look very thick and there are fire doors every once in a while. The windows are clearly have wire mesh. You're guessing non-shattered glass. This is a psychiatric facility with people with violent tendencies occasionally. combat veterans with PTSD. So this is you can give me a criminology or military science check, whatever.
Yeah, I assume that Jørgen's kind of looking at this building with the eye of like a butcher looking at a particularly rambunctious looking cow.
This one kicks.
I make criminology.
Okay, so this is a place that takes violent, psychotic people as patients. It is mandated by law to have top of the line security. They have a lot of money. They have professional security. They're definitely going to have motion sensors as well as cameras. They're going to have active offsite monitoring of this. They're going to have key cards inside. They're going to have secure protocols for dealing with disturbances and intruders. The windows are reinforced. It's going to take, just breaking through a window would be very hard. This is a hardened target. Just getting through the gate. They have a literal gatehouse that has bulletproof glass on it. So this is not you do not have the resources to burn this building to the ground. They're going to also not state of the art, but like high-end fire suppression systems and safety systems. Like destroying this building, if you wanted to, would, since you've been doing that so much, would take like a very large truck bomb, and then you have to get it past the gatehouse. And maybe even then. So like this is beyond your resources to destroy. You would have to get more resources or more people.
I hate that. Yeah.
But it is not. It is made of brick and concrete and steel, not wood. So
truck bombing is much more a 1995 move.
Yeah. You're just now you do have the card of the doctor, Dr. Dahlin, and you've been told whether or not you can trust that Dr. Dahlin is friendly to the group. So you could probably get in talking. You could talk your way in to talk to people, probably, if you wanted to pursue that. Obviously, you could just call Dr. Dahlin on the phone, see what he has to say.
We need to meet with him and figure out what his deal is.
Yeah, but every door is going to be locked. Every door is going to be secure. Not just locked, but hard to pick. So possible, but not. It would be good roll or time consuming, or have someone on the inside.
Well, and even just tapping a gas main and gassing the building only accomplishes so much, because people will just come back after whatever. Like if we can't cause permanent damage in that small window of time, it's pointless to even try it, and we don't have the resources to do that yet. So
I realize at this point that Marley would be getting a phone call about this point in the morning from Amanda Fitzroy, your mentor, and the person who recruited all of you into Delta Green at one point or another. So all of you know her. But you've talked to her quite a bit over the years, Marley. And so you called her the other day to ask about what's going on. And she says, she starts, "Is this a secure line?"
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
As much as you can, with Yersinia's help, of course. Yeah.
Yes, it's secure.
Yeah, you're like using a voice over internet, encrypted, not just like going through standard phone calls. So, she says, Dr. Barbas's house burned down to the ground.
Weird.
Yeah, we got to the scene after that. Our team had split up. We got to the scene to meet the other half of the team, and things had already accelerated. And I was not witness to the beginning of it, merely the end. And it's a lot of things happened there.
No bodies were found. Do you know where Dr. Barbas is?
No, I was not able to confirm. He was in the house as far as the agents present. But he might have
gotten out.
But he might have gotten out.
Okay. We do know that a team of agents was tasked with Dr. Barbas started exhibiting erratic behavior months ago. And we sent a team of agents to find out what was going on, and they disappeared. And I am willing.
Is this connected to the list of names that we were given by Barbas?
Out of character, did you give her those names last time?
Yeah, I think we did, didn't we?
Okay. She says they are names, but they're not our names. There's one name in particular I want you to look for. There's one person in particular, a DEA agent, last name Whitweir.
Whitweir?
I know him.
Yep. Yeah. Yersinia, you're looking at the phone when you hear Marley say that.
Yeah, it's like you hear Marley ask how to spell that. It's like, Whitweir, how do you spell that?
You see out of the corner of your eye, Yersinia go like wide-eyed and just turn and stare at you and be like, why did you say that?
It's just like hold up a finger. Like I can't tell her right now.
No, seriously, why did you say that?
I'm getting information from Fitz.
The name, what's the full name?
What's the full
Michael
name?
Whitwer?
Michael Whitwer? Is that who we're talking about?
How did you know his first name?
Apparently some of our agents
Yersenia's like
are
flipping through. Yersenia's like,
hold on.
Can you just go to the folder photos on my laptop?
Right. Okay, I'm doing it.
20 years ago, case, and then not that one, not that one, not that one, that one. Yeah. And Yersinia points at a photo of the 15 years in the future plane ticket that we got.
Fuck. Oh, okay. Yeah. We found. Okay. Fitz, how much do you know about our 95 job?
Why?
Because the reason that the name is familiar is because an item was found in the apartment we were investigating that is, a very contemporary-looking plane ticket with that name on it.
Mm-hmm.
That we found in 95. A plane ticket for this year.
I see.
So
I don't know how to...
Yeah, no, I don't know either. I'm just telling you what we know.
Do you have any idea of what the source vector is?
I mean, the hotel that doesn't exist. This like these weird books that are.
What kind of books?
I'm looking through the list. There was one that had a Latin name that I think was just like the Book of Secrets or something, and it was partially a partial transcription, incomplete of a play. It's been all, I think that's all. Yeah.
A play, you say?
Yeah.
You can give me a human check.
Mm-hmm. This is gonna turn out real well. Human. Okay, 85. Come on, human. Do not do it to me.
You make it? Motherfucker.
Fail. I roll an 87. Oh. Yeah. So okay. I mentioned a play.
Stand by. We'll try and get you more resources soon. It seems like an important priority.
Right.
Jørgen's switch just got flipped.
Do you have, Fitz, do you have a line on before we lost track of him, he tried to put us in touch with a Dr. Dolan at Dorchester House. Do you have anything on that name? He was, according to Barbas, he's a friendly.
I will look into that and get back to you. I will try and get you something soon.
Okay.
You've done well. You've survived.
Okay. Yeah. Thanks, Fitz.
All right. I'm proud of you.
Holy shit.
She hangs up.
I failed human, so but still, it's a weird ending to that call.
All right, dear.
You're a good person. It's been an honor to know you.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
She's fucking better at this than me. Something was weird. I don't know what. I mean, the Whitworth thing, definitely, like, she clearly was not looped in on most of, or any of what we found in at the McAllister building. Like, I don't know. she's better at playing things close than I am. I don't know.
Yeah. So at this point, Jørgen's finished casing the place, at least initially, and sort of like basically driving around and sort of like parking and watching from across the street and sort of like coincidentally taking photos on your phone, selfies that are angled just right so you can see certain features. Yeah, the typical stuff. Okay. Yeah. And so, you're all sort of synced up now. Jørgen, are you heading back to the hotel, or are you going to do something else? I think I'm
going to want to get back with the group and tell them how discouraging my day has been.
All right, so Ryan, you're heading on your way back. It's almost lunchtime. You could swing by and grab some Chinese for everybody.
Hell yeah!
Get some fucking pierogies this time. Chinese food is good, but let's get some variety in here.
Yeah. The group chat is lighting up. Do you follow Yersinia's suggestion?
Yeah, but I'll pick the worst things on the menu because I don't eat this food option and I don't know. Just
how do you fuck up pierogies? It's thing inside of carbs.
Yeah, it's just a little dumpling. It's whatever. Yeah. Fine.
He gets us gluten-free ones on accident.
Yes.
Oh God.
So gluten-free vegan ones somehow.
Look, if you're gluten-free, you're already lost.
Did they hand you the menu in Russian? What happened?
Exactly. So you're all back at the hotel. You could all sort of info dump to your degree. Yersinia, how much do you tell the others about the phone?
I mean, everything, I think.
Yeah. Okay. But it's in a pillowcase. There is a new pillowcase has entered the chat.
Yeah, they're not. You don't have to make sand checks just to hear about it and know that the phone is weird and in a pillowcase. The bug, being told this and seeing are two different things. So
and also they didn't find Barbas's body at the house apparently, although they apparently. She didn't say anything about them finding a giant spider metal monster machine either. And I don't love either of those facts. Also, I saw a woman in the window that, I don't know, apparently the house is empty. Or they got away probably through a weird door, if I had to guess.
So it sounds like we have two options right now. This is excluding our nuclear option of checking the book. Presently, we can call Dr. Dallin and arrange some sort of meeting or tour or what have you, assuming that he is indeed a friendly. Or, I suppose we have 2.5 options. The second option is we can go and meet Ryan's latest friend at his lovely cult gathering.
Mm-hmm.
Or we could pick up the phone.
Do you think that...
Actually, you can all give me idea checks, intelligence checks.
Okay.
God, that's a real ugly list there, dear.
I do not make it.
I do make it.
I do too.
Not a big dude for ideas.
Nope. No thoughts head empty.
Ryan, and I think Yersinia, you've generated a new lead. Plane ticket. You have a full name and origin. You could find out. Well, Michael Whitweir, who works for the DEA, lives somewhere in and so you could go and look into that.
Well,
he's flying from LA to Boston, right? Or is it Las Vegas? LAS.
Las Vegas, yeah. So he flew from Las Vegas to here. And so
what's today?
Today's September 3rd.
Okay. So this is in the past now.
Yeah. So you could find out what happened to him, that kind of thing.
I mean, is our FBI credentials enough to flex on the TSA? Can I?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, you can fly with a gun. Yeah, you have.
That's true. Yeah, that's right.
So this is if we want to fly to fucking Las Vegas or something.
Well, no, we can at least try and work things from this side.
Well, I mean, you can at least look him up, his personnel record and stuff.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's true.
Yeah, person with a badge can.
Bureaucracy
to do it through FBI channels. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay, yeah. I will do that then.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't mind looking up just the church that the meeting's going to be at.
Okay, sure.
Same with the home that I know that the kid went to. See if there's any
Okay.
weird building things with that specific.
Okay. Yeah, you can give me what do you want to roll for that? Bureaucracy, history.
I guess bureaucracy.
Bureaucracy. Okay. Yeah.
That is an odd 6.
Okay, so you'll get some things.
Yeah, I get a regular failure into investigating the flight information.
Okay. Well, you can look at it was Michael Whitweir, not the flight.
Michael Whitweir's information. Okay. Like, yeah.
Well, even on a fail, you get his basic dossier. And who was the person who saw the woman in the house?
Marley.
By
looking him up, you see a photo of Michael Whitweir standing next to this woman at a DEA social function.
Fuck! I say out loud.
Yeah.
Everything all right, dear?
This is the woman I saw in the window as the house was being set on fire. In a picture with Whitweir in his file.
Of course.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you don't... I mean, he's not listed as being married, but obviously it seems...
Look, it's 2015. There's a lot of different kinds of relationships.
Yeah. But yeah, they clearly look like, they're posing as a couple at this DEA, like dinner to congratulate another agent who's retiring. Meanwhile, Ryan, you, find out that address is owned, the Samignia, residence. Let's see here. Samigina. That is the family name. Here, I'll put it in here. I'm probably mispronouncing it. It is owned by Esther, and with your successful roll, Esther is listed as one of the staff at Dorchester House.
Oh, good. Okay.
So,
this is the kids' residence, or this is the church?
The residence.
Okay,
where the kid went into. That's the street address. So
yeah, when you followed him home.
Yes. Yep.
So Esther is the head nurse of the facility, and her teenage son Henry is the one you talk to.
Damn. All right. Well, I tell the room that is all these things are connected somehow.
St. Jude's Church is nearby, within walking distance of Dorchester House. It is a Catholic church. You do not find anything. It was built 118 years ago. It went through several renovations. It's a nice church. But other than that, nothing. No names, no other links. It's not even, the encounter group is not even listed on there, but you get the sense that they open their space up to a lot of AAs and other groups like that, and that they don't always put it on the website because it's run by volunteers. So that's what you get with some research as you eat some terrible food in the hotel room. Jørgen and Marley, you're both just eating a little quicker because you're not messing with the computer, I guess. Or no, Marley, you were. Yersinia. Yersinia and Jørgen, those two are doing research on stuff. What are you doing as they are doing that?
What time is it?
It's probably like just noon, 1 o'clock.
All right, I'm gonna call Dahlin.
Yeah, you call up Dr. Dahlin. It's, hello. I'm Dr. Dahlin, Dorchester House.
Greetings. My name is Dr. Riszek. I was directed to your office by a man named Barbas. Does that ring a bell?
Yes, Dr. Barbas. Yes, I'm aware of him. Are you with him?
Yes.
Exeter. Say Exeter.
Yeah. I believe that he may have been known by another name. Exeter. Is that correct?
Yeah. I do know. Yeah, I'm aware of the group.
Good. Can you tell me everything that has transpired from your point of view from the last month or so in your interactions with Elias Barbas?
Well, it's probably better to do this in person than over the phone, don't you think? I can show you where the patients were and where they vanished from.
Patients vanished.
Yeah.
I see. Yes, I believe that would be a good idea. When would be a good time to meet?
I'm here all day. I mean, if the day's too better, you can also come at night. Like we I mean, obviously we have staff here 24/7. Like, I don't know your schedule. I want to help you, so like.
Of course, I believe daytime suits me just fine.
Okay, sure.
I'll like mute the phone.
Okay.
Jørgen, do you have time right now?
Yes.
Would you like to go and meet our dear friend Dr. Dahlin with me?
Inside the hospital?
Inside the hospital.
I'd prefer somewhere else, but we should meet him.
Well, is that a yes?
Yes.
I don't know if we go into that place, I don't know if we should do it as just a few of us, because you know what can happen.
I would like you, I touch the top of Marley's head. I would like you to stay out here just in case it swallows us.
Oh, he doesn't say anything.
Okay.
I'll unmute the phone. Myself and my colleague will be swinging by your office within the next couple of hours. Is that agreeable?
Great. Yes, I'll call the gatehouse right now to let them know that I'm expecting visitors.
Excellent, thank you.
You'll have to, they'll instruct you how to get through the doors, everything. We have pretty good security here, so that's why this case is so baffling. But yeah, happy to help. Well, I really want to get them back. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I'm again going to reiterate to those guys, Esther the last name Samagina, yep. Is the head nurse. Her son Henry's the one I met. There's definitely something up. Like, they are connected to this cult meeting thing. So just know of that. Keep that in mind.
So multiple connections to the hospital now. Good.
Okay. All right, Jørgen and Yersinia head over to Dorchester House.
Actually, wait, before you go.
Yeah.
In case you two don't come back, Jørgen, I would like to hold on to the book. I'm not going to read it. Neither Ryan or I are going to open it, obviously. But we do need to have the option in case you two don't come back.
Don't want to bring it in there anyway. So he does hand it over.
Jørgen, just look out for her for me, okay?
Oh,
I will try.
All right.
I squeeze Yersinia's shoulder and go back to the computer.
On the way, Jørgen takes about half the ride to fidget nervously, and then eventually, finally, raises his voice. Casing this place, I had a lot of time to be alone with my thoughts, and I thought of something that I don't like.
Elaborate.
The McAllister, the Broadalbin, this place, that encounter group. It goes on and on and on and on. Do we really think that no one of any of these groups of people wanted this to stop and wanted to be careful? I ask this because it isn't yet time for you to have the book and read it. But when that time comes, do we know that we're doing anything besides killing you? Do we really think no one has tried your method before out of all these people? And if we believe that they may have tried it, it hasn't worked. Do we believe that your efforts will be so superior to theirs that it will matter?
Well, I take comfort in knowing that not every disease is cured on the first try. Perhaps my efforts are not superior, but I'm just lucky enough for them to work. Or maybe I build on what came before me. I think that we're going to... I think that... I'm not sure what your personal opinion on any of this is, but I believe that all of us have a sword hanging over our heads right now. I think that it's just a matter of time before we die. I would like that
is
to
true
not be the case.
Anyway.
Ours are going to be falling a little bit more promptly than the rest of the world, I believe.
There are many worse places than this.
This is true. So I think that with our deaths looming, it is best to be as useful as possible.
Okay. He just nods, good enough. Yeah, I like that reasoning. That's good.
All right. The two of you get to the Dorchester house. There are two guards. Both of you see they both have sidearms, on their hip. But they are expecting you and they grant you access. You park, go into the front desk. orderly there, Gail, says you have to sign in and surrender your firearms. They'll be kept in a secure locker here in the atrium. Let me get you your visitor key card. This will open emergency doors in common areas, but not secure rooms. And then I'll lead you to Dr. Dolan's office.
I don't have my gun with me. So.
Okay. All right. Yersinia, did you have a gun?
I did not bring it with me now.
Okay, well then, obviously, they don't ask for your guns.
I figured they weren't going to be like, yeah, bring your guns. It'll be great.
Yep.
So
they lead you up to the third floor, to the administration wing. You see patients, nurses. It looks like you can't tell how many people are here. It doesn't seem packed, but, populated for sure. Some of the patients watch you as you come in. And you get to Dr. Dolan's office. It faces east and enjoys a sweeping view of the Neponset River. It looks like a classic English study with a wooden fireplace and a beautiful a wooden floor and a beautiful stone fireplace. Dr. Dolan's desk is almost comically thin and reedy, a wooden writing desk of French design. Dr. Dolan's a very large man, like 6'3", something like that. He seems kind of seems out of place in this very elegant room. There are ceiling height shelves, filled with books. They're all, a cursory glance, they're all psychiatric books, American Journal of Psychiatry, starting with 1983 volume, one corner of the room contains a large custom-made glass and velvet display case for a rock collection. Each rock is labeled with a small hand-printed card that notes a date and a location. Custom lights drop a tiny spotlight on each rock. So he is a bit of a nerd, at least, I guess. But you meet Dr. Dolan. He is happy to see you. And we really would just need to find these agents. I'm concerned about them. He gives you some patient files. I can say on August 28th at 8:11 p.m., they were all the top wing has administration also are most unstable patients, and then the basic idea is you work your way down to the ground floor as you get better. As you improve, people on the ground floor are almost ready to leave. But obviously here atop, they have to be locked in their rooms. But yeah, 8:11 p.m. they all vanished from the room as far as we can tell. They were there sedated under bed restraints. We put them in at 6:30. First disappearance was noted at 8:11. But by 8:22, we realized all of them were missing. We found this writing. It is the photo, the same photo that Barbas showed you of Abby, the graffiti about, the blood, graffiti about Abby crossing the sea. We haven't found any signs of any breaches there's nothing in the computer log. All the windows were secure. Yeah. You can feel free to ask any questions if you want to take a tour of the place.
The top of my head, the photo of the bloody writing. Were they given the newspaper that we see in the edges of the photo, or did that?
No, on the second floor you can have access to a newspaper, but not here on the third floor. So I don't know how they got that.
All right. Have you spoken personally with? Was it Dr. Elias Barbas?
Yes.
What's your opinion of the man?
He's under a great deal of stress. I think this case has obviously worried him. This work we do is obviously taxing. I think he probably should take a break after this, but I think I don't question his judgment for this particular case.
I see. Also, when he handed the files over, just a quick glance through. What's this like? Any of the names that we know? Any like hot button names?
Well, the names they match the names that Barbas gave you.
All right.
Names that turned out to be anagrams.
Yep, as usual. And the patients that went missing. Did they up to this? How was their mood? How was their behavior?
I mean, it's hard to read the mood. I don't think the people on the second and first floor don't really, they try and not think about the people on the third floor. everyone's focused on trying to get out and recover, right? And the people on the third floor, anything will set them off. So yeah, it did set them off, but if the oatmeal doesn't taste the same, it sets some of these people off. Some of these people are just never going to reintegrate in society. They're just, we try our best, but there are limits to what we can do.
Jørgen leans closer to Yersinia. Should we ask about the head nurse and the connection to the encounter group?
Yersinia nods. Are you familiar with the encounter group?
No.
They operate very nearby. They are of interest, let's say.
Okay.
I believe that your head nurse, the child of your head nurse attends the encounter group, of which is interest, as I said. Particularly in the disappearance of your patients. So I find it a bit curious that you haven't heard of it before.
I mean, I'm focused on my job. I mean, how did you find out about it?
Good old legwork.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I would have to trust your judgment, but I trust my staff here. I think I would notice if one of them was off, especially Esther. She's a true professional.
Do
you want to talk to her? I mean, she could...
Yeah, I would, yes. Jørgen, would you mind taking this for a moment? I want to look through these files really quickly.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Mostly I just want to see when were these people committed? Is there documentation going back far enough to, I don't think they exist.
Let's see here. All right, so you're looking at the documents. Okay, you'll get that in a second. You have to look at them. You did look up some of the
should have brought Marley.
Yeah. Here we go. I got a photo for her. You can meet the nurse. Here we go. Put her underneath Dr. Dahlin. She is a you can give me a human check, I suppose.
I fail.
Okay. Yeah, she seems very sincere. She's you're here to look for the missing patients. That's great. I'm really worried about them. They were making real progress in their cases. So yeah.
Am I also present for this?
No, I thought Jørgen, you were talking to the nurse, and Yersinia was looking at the files.
Oh, okay. I wasn't quite clear on what's going on. Sorry about that.
Okay. Yeah, I make the human check. Okay.
She, seems sincere, but it's like, I'm a nurse who's been in a, this psychiatric facility for a long time, so I'm like, it's a professional sincereness, not heartfelt, that level of sincerity. But she does seem to want to find them. And
what can you tell me about the encounter group?
I don't know what that is.
I show her. Well, no, I don't show her that. Never mind. I was gonna give her show her a picture of the flyer, but that's really.
Are you sure you don't want to show people things with that symbol on it?
I mean, sure. I figured it's been 20 years. I'm probably pretty good at not doing that. This will be a strange question.
Mm-hmm.
How's your relationship with your son?
Oh, he's difficult. He's a teenager. Is he involved in this encounter group? Should I be worried?
Yes. I'm not sure how worried you should be about the encounter group, but a windfall of information led us to know that your son is involved.
Oh, well, let me. If I just text him, he'll ignore it. He'll pretend he.
It is.
He's at school right now. But,
he describes it as a anonymous group therapy, kind of an exchange, but with masks and robes.
Huh. I've not seen that. No. I don't. Huh. That doesn't seem to be very good for therapy. That doesn't seem therapeutic.
More like a cult.
Oh, yeah. No, I
it
will
seems
talk to him.
Me.
I will talk to him tonight when he gets home from school. I'll leave from work a little early to make sure I can get him.
Was he, out of character, was he meant to be at school when I bumped into him at a coffee shop?
It was morning. He could have been on his way to school.
Okay, it wasn't like middle of the day. Like,
No,
okay,
no,
yeah,
it
cool.
was in the morning. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, also he's high school age. He may have been playing hooky a bit, so just late. So meanwhile, Yersinia.
Yes.
You're looking at the documents.
Yes.
Give me int times 5.
Oh, baby. I make it.
You've looked at some of these files before.
Oh.
Unfortunately, something's changed about one of them.
Okay.
At the let's see here. At one of them, the Ray Billabas one, there's just this sentence in the middle of his biography that says, In the red, wet inside of men is where all the hate sleeps. Violence is what frees it.
Awesome. Really good. Great.
As you're looking at that, there's another sentence that says, Abby lives in Dorchester, but you can only see her at night.
I had a feeling. Yep. All right. So I'm going to close the files.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to go back to Dr. Dallin.
Mm-hmm.
So before we conclude our little get-together, I have a couple questions. Just a couple more questions I want to ask you.
Okay.
Do you live in the office?
No,
Do you,
of course
you,
not.
you, this isn't a work-stay situation.
No, I have a I have a
But
home.
surely it's staffed overnight. Is that correct?
Of course. Yeah, we have a night. Yeah, we have a night staff and security and nurses. There's always someone. It's a 24/7 facility. Yeah.
Of course. Have there been any complaints or questions that seemed out of the ordinary from the night staff?
No, this is a real whodunit.
Not specifically about the missing patients. Just in general. Is there a high turnover rate? Is there...
No. People, we only accept really... I've been very lucky in getting a very good staff here. I've been very selective in interviews, and people are really committed to the healing, Yeah,
of course. Yes.
And we're making progress in being able to treat, like, PTSD and, like, other things that are unique to people in violent professions. There are some, lifers in our facility, of course. We have the, do you remember the poor little rich boy murders?
Can't say it rings a bell.
Do you have criminology training?
I do, yes.
Okay, you do actually. It was a famous case, 2010. Ed Miller Guyson, Guison, murdered his father, mother, and sister with a shotgun in 2010 on his 16th birthday. His obscene, his family wealth, and his very public trial, they're often called the poor little rich boy murders. They convicted, the state of California convicted him of murder, but he successfully pled not guilty by reason of insanity. The family trust, you don't know, that part.
Right.
Like, you can guess his family's wealth was able to get him to a secure psychiatric facility, a very nice one. So
is he third floor?
Yeah. He is in there because of his violent crimes, of course, and he will be.
And are there any patients on the 4th floor?
No, this is a 3-story building.
Of course it is. Now, would we? I have 3 requests for you.
Okay.
1, I'd like to see the cells for each of the people that went missing.
Yes, of course.
2, we may need to stay at the building overnight.
Okay.
3, can we speak to the poor little rich boy?
Yes, of course. Whatever you want to do. Anything to help, bring our agents back. So at this point, you've sort of been talking to Esther for a little bit. Jørgen, when Dallin and Yersinia come out of the office, you two were talking outside the office, just outside. So you weren't. Mm-hmm. And Doctor does. Esther, can you show them the rooms of the missing patients and show them wherever else they want to go?
Before we get too far along, Jørgen, would you mind phoning our dear comrades and having them join us?
I suppose.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, more eyes, the better. I suppose.
if I can signal to Jørgen discreetly, or just pull Jørgen aside and be like, could you see if Marley or Ryan is able to smuggle in some weaponry?
Jørgen racks his brain a little bit and thinks about like what the easiest way to do that would be, based on what he's seen here.
Yeah, give me a criminology check.
Yeah. I do not make it.
Okay, yeah. They trust you, so they're not going to give you a pat-down search, but, like, they're probably, if you bring in a briefcase or some kind of case, they're still going to look at it. So, unless you had you don't have a custom-built, like, case. So that would be the only way you could think, to hide a gun in. A knife would be easier to do, but, like,
I could bring a med bag that has scalpels at least, and I could preload some like needles with some sleeping shit.
Well, they definitely ask you to check that because that has like drugs and shit. Like
it's got to be subtle.
Yeah, it would have to be something that you could. So with a fail check, I
forget what time of year is it?
It is September 4th.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll tell them to disassemble a couple of firearms and sew them into the lining of coats.
I mean, that'll take them like an hour to do.
Yeah.
So, okay. All right.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, wait. Actually, no. If you get me on the phone, there's a secondary important question. Like, are we? I don't know if you can ask Yersinia in on this, but should we bring the book and phone, or should we leave them alone together in the room? Because I don't have a good answer on that.
Does Jørgen confer with me?
I will confer.
I do not have a good answer on that one.
Balto?
You could call Fitzroy and ask for a green box.
Fuck no!
Okay, all right.
It's my book.
Look, I can cash on hand, get us a storage place. Like it'll be safer than a place that like maids might come into.
Yeah, you can put it in a locker at a bus station or something.
Yeah. Put them together. Don't put them together.
Yeah, two lockers. Yeah, okay, that's what we'll go with. Does that sound all right? You okay with that, Jørgen?
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that you don't have to make any rolls. Obviously, you can do that. So concealing a gun in parts, so you'd have to reassemble it correctly in order to do that. That is something you could sneak by, but let's see here. What would you have to? What are you going to use to like conceal it? You both have firearms trained, I believe, or at least Marley.
Yeah, I got firearms.
Yeah. Okay.
I got firearms.
Marley can disassemble the gun.
Yeah, I got firearms at 50. I can take apart a pistol.
Okay, yeah. So that's not a problem.
Ryan's familiar with sewing things back together.
Yeah.
That's the thought. Is just like I'll wear like my my nice heavy like black coat, and that'll be
all right. First aid. I'll let you make a first aid.
Ryan stitching the coat back together, just like suturing a body.
3. I'm very good at first aid.
Hey,
God.
All right. So we have like a.
Yeah, you can have a gun. So it's going to take you like several minutes.
Yeah.
To fish it out of the coat. First, you have to rip the stitching out. That's going to ruin the coat, by the way.
It's fine.
Yeah, and that's for one gun.
One is better than none. I'll take it.
All right, yeah. No, for sure. So with that, you can get in. They trust you. They're not going to wand you or anything.
Yeah. Good. I am a respectable agent of the federal government. Thank you.
Yeah. And that takes an hour, so now it's like mid-afternoon. But like,
we got to get there before it gets dark. Let's go.
I'm sad Ryan doesn't own one of those sword canes. You wouldn't deprive an old man from his walking stick, would you?
I was thinking, like, if I were playing a paranoid character, I would get one of those, like, PVC, like, sharpened to stab knives that don't set off.
Yeah, the ceramic shit.
But, it's like Marley's not that paranoid, like, so she does not have that on hand. She doesn't have a shiv, is what I'm saying.
All right.
Two different bus station lockers, and
Yeah. So yeah, you two show up. You rendezvous with each other. You in the meanwhile, Jørgen and Yersinia can look at the rooms of missing patients at least, I guess.
Sure.
And yeah, they are remarkable. The stuff has been cleaned up. Well, actually, no. They let's see here. I don't know if they would leave that on there. I guess they would leave it on there so you can look at it. Yeah, the message. One of the walls has been scrawled on with a copious amount of human blood covered up in taped newspaper. Yeah.
Do any of the rooms feel like walking back into Abigail Wright's apartment? Like same kind of feeling?
Nope.
All right. Normal rooms. That's decent. Do we have any sort of like idea of the layout of the building? Like, are the rooms arranged in any sort of pattern when placed on the?
Something that would make sense to you,
right?
Okay, yeah. Give me cryptography check.
Oh baby, I make that 44.
Okay. Oh, okay. Oh
no! God damn it!
Me, I just realized what it could be. God damn it!
Yeah. So, yeah, you actually think that there is a looking at the place and looking at the places that Esther, the head nurse, is showing you. You think there must be a secret area within the facility, like a hidden room. Like there's enough space, like in the core of the facility between the second and third floors that you're just that there is a place, a hidden space.
Is this? Yeah. I know this like a normal person, or is this I know that there are cameras in the walls, knowing it.
What do you mean? Yeah, there's only you knowing it. Like, yeah, what do you?
Well, I mean, there's knowing it, and then there's being deluded into knowing it.
How would you tell the difference?
You feel perfectly sane.
Yeah. You need God to tell you. Oh my God.
God, I mean, you gotta trust your own senses.
Merely step outside of the flow of time and observe things.
Right. I'll just do that easily.
Yeah. So if you can figure out where to access the hidden room, you'll be there would be something in there. Yeah.
Balto, dear. I have a very important task for you. I have a feeling that there might be some sort of crawl space or hidden room in between all of the missing patients' rooms, just based on the layout of the building and the arrangement of the rooms. Can I task you with doing some snooping and seeing if you can find where an entrance to that might be?
Sure. A little bit of optimism, maybe. Maybe we don't need to get the whole building.
Just the crawl space?
Yeah, so all of you are looking. There are other patients. You do see Ed Miller Wist. That is the poor little rich boy murderer. Those of you criminology trained can just recognize him. Like, they have that guy here. He's carrying a small brown leather notebook.
I was hoping that we could get Marley to talk to him.
Yeah, you can definitely do that. So let's see here. There is, you can look around and Ryan.
Oh no.
You recognize a person here, one of the patients.
Okay. Yep. What do I remember about them?
It's Polly.
No! Oh my God! Oh!
Polly doesn't look like he's doing well.
I just walk the fuck past. That's not that. Yep, okay. That is something I have not seen.
Oh my God!
Keep going and not mention it. And hope the
I
other
was actually about to say, as soon as Marley gets there to check in, she was going to ask if James if they'll allow her to ask after patients if James Whitley or if Roberts are institutionalized here.
Yeah, actually, if you're asking for specific people, James Whitley is here. He's on the third floor too.
Well, dear, do you want to meet with the poor rich boy first, or the man from the future?
It's the future now, babe. I think I'm going to talk to the murderer first. They're easier to deal with.
Also, just things are going to go off the deep end. Let's try and stay grounded here.
We're here, and we're going to leave together. That's what we're doing.
Right.
Okay. So, yeah, we'll handle the conversation with Marley and the poor little rich boy. I guess. So is everyone else also hanging out for the interview, or do you want to do something else?
I'm going to stick around Marley for now.
Okay. Jørgen, what about you?
I mean, I'm finding the entrance to this hidden space.
Okay.
I'm not necessarily going to be going into that hidden space, but I'll be looking.
You can give me a search check, and I'll let you know. It'll take you some time to do that, obviously.
Sure.
But, Ryan, what about you?
I make it.
I don't know what I should be doing, so I guess I'm hanging around for the interview.
You could talk to the guy, you know.
No, I can't. That's not happening. That is the peripheral vision, recognition, and just keep fucking walking.
No, you and me are on a vibe. I feel you. That's oh god.
Okay, so you can hang around for the interview as I talk to Mr. Miller.
Hey, Polly, how's it going since I ruined your life?
Yeah. He's sitting in a chair facing the window.
And what was the guy's name again?
Ed Miller Wist. He goes by Wist now. Yeah. So yeah, you can look him up on your phones. There are news stories about lawsuits. His family from other relatives trying to wrest the family against him. A trust fund accounting to hundreds of millions of dollars. So he is probably worth about $500 million. But he has to spend the rest of his life in a psychiatric facility. Yeah, he is. But he smiles. He's like, "Oh, welcome, an audience. Hello."
Yes, hello. You can call me Agent Younger. Pleased to meet you.
Oh, hello, Younger. And who is your charming companion here?
Hey, Jester. I figure you can introduce yourself however you want. I'm not giving anyone a name that's not asked.
Yeah. A concerned friend.
Yersinia bows just slightly and says, "Just think of me as a member of the audience. I'm not here."
You're so formal and so distant. Come on. What's a name?
If you must call me something, I can be named Eclept.
Eclept? What an interesting name. And what of you, sir, over there?
You can call me Yami.
Yami? Well, what an eclectic group of people. So, yeah.
Would you mind terribly if I asked you a little bit about your care here, about your stay? You've been here quite a while, haven't you?
Yes. I have my indiscretions of my youth, of course.
And what would you, if you were to describe what your care consisted of here, your treatment, your interactions with staff, like what, how would you, I don't know, how would you describe it?
Oh, top notch. No complaints. There's excellent therapy here. It's the food is actually quite good, especially by the standards of these sort of facilities. I'm quite happy, to be honest.
Can I roll psychotherapy and see, like, is he medicated or is he just weird or?
Oh yeah, sure.
Yeah, I suppose I should roll like human or psychotherapy, whichever would. See if I can get a read on it.
92. The kid's weird. Yep, cool.
Oh, I roll 33 on human. Marley showed up today.
Okay, yeah.
There she is.
He is a narcissist, a sadist, and a very, very high exhibiting the high Machiavellian traits. He likes to have power over people, to manipulate people. And very vengeful. With 33, you're guessing he's very confident, which means he knows he has or believes he has some leverage over you.
Excellent.
And with your knowledge of criminology, he probably has means to access lawyers who will do things for him because he gives them great amounts of money.
Excellent.
So he actually does have pull and influence outside of his facility. So,
okay.
This is not just someone you can just ignore if you piss off. Like he can.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
But that's no. I like a narcissist. I know the roadmap.
Yeah. But he says, I was wondering if you look like such talented investigators, such talented sleuths. Is that a good word? Do we still use those words?
Oh, well, I suppose so. But I mean, it's investigator, agent, as you prefer. Sleuth certainly has a ring to it.
Yeah, I was wondering if you could do me a small favor.
Hmm?
I would like you to look up a person for me and find out it's a person. I'm a bit of a history buff. Let's see.
Not gonna be Darabandi, is it?
No, he doesn't mention that. He mentions this person lived in Louisiana, and obviously. Yes, if you can deliver to my law firm a complete dossier on the crimes of Elmer Lossett, that's Lossette.
Lossette. Elmer.
Yes, I know he was born in Auburn, Louisiana. I think you could find his trail there. So I know that
I assume he informs me of like the law firm and whatnot.
Yes. The law firm has actual name. There's a lot of things. There's a lot of moving parts in this book. Pay no attention. Keys, Norris, Ingalls, and Grant. If you can go there, and report to them everything you find about Mr. Elmer there. I would be in your debt, and I'd have to pay you back.
Well, I mean, you certainly seem like someone who takes information seriously. So
yes,
I will do what I can, and quite frankly, we would of course be very grateful for whatever we can exchange for this. After all, this seems like the kind of place that just has secrets in the walls.
Yes, and I mean, there's all kinds of secrets. I mean, those missing patients, they just vanished into thin air.
Did you have any interactions with them? You were on the same floor, right?
Yes. I talked to them all the time. They talked about such fantastic things. They must have been highly delusional. They talked about fighting monsters in a secret war against evil things from beyond time and space, and all kinds of fantastic nonsense. I must.
Stress can do terrible things to a mind. Your resilience for being able to be so personable with people dealing with such struggles is certainly commendable.
Yes. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah. So, yes. Are there any other questions?
No, I really appreciate you sitting with. Actually, one more thing.
Yes.
Is there a particular reason you chose a theatrical sort of audience and player metaphor? Is that something that you found? Are you a patron of the arts? Is that just a personal interest?
Oh, occasionally, yes.
Any recommendations?
Well, for what? I mean, I haven't seen any plays lately, if that's what you mean. They don't let me out at night.
Well, I was merely asking you. Yeah. I try to find, ways to hold on to stability outside of work. You know how it is. So I figured if you had any recommendations for literature, things of note. But if not.
There was a children's book I remember that they let me read a while ago. I think it was called A World Without...
Doors. Yes, World Without Doors.
That was quite good.
I've heard that. Yes, it comes highly recommended. That's.
Excellent.
I mean, even for children's literature, like obviously, otherwise it would be insulting to give you a children's book. But that one is a
library around here somewhere. I'm not too good. Yeah, I should keep an eye out for it. A lot of great books.
Anyway, we'll leave you not to bother you any further today. Yeah. But thank you, and we'll be in touch.
Yes, I have a bowl of oatmeal with my name on it. Excuse me.
Before we leave, may I butt in and ask just one question?
Oh, of course.
I noticed that you keep a book.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a diary of sorts, or does it have some greater significance to you?
Well, my memory isn't what it used to be. It's useful to take notes about things that you want to reference later.
I see. Thank you.
Yeah. He makes a little note in his book after you say that. It does that. He kind of like, you feel his hand touch yours, and there's a piece of paper in it.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
I will try and discreetly look at it.
All right. Let's see here. Oh, he's got a picture too. Let's see here. Over on the left, I think that's the note. Yep. It says, "How did you find me? I thought you had left. In any case, they are still here at night."
Oh, good.
Oh,
yeah.
I don't. Oh dear.
All right. Meanwhile, Jørgen.
Hmm?
Did you find? What'd you get on your
I
search?
did. I did find something. Succeeded.
Okay. Yeah. You do find a groove in the wall that you could like depress, and you think it would pop open a door.
Cool. We need a scope camera.
I don't have one on me.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Ooh. Although, is there any? No, I was gonna say, like, does Ryan have like, I don't know, maybe a little?
Wouldn't be in like a med pack that I would take, like an endoscopic camera.
Looking for obstructions or something, but probably not in a regular kit. Yeah,
definitely not. That's something you'd have to source. They do have a security room here that the Esther mentioned. All right. So yeah, you did find that.
I will let everyone know and raise the "hey, wouldn't a scope camera be cool" concern, but of course I'm willing to do a more hands-on approach if that's what we have to do. But
How long do we have before night?
Oh, you look up, it's almost nightfall.
Okay.
Yeah, the sun is falling.
Are we?
The meeting thing's on tonight, and it's only on Tuesdays, right?
Tuesdays every week.
Yeah. So if we don't go to that tonight, we have to wait a whole week. So
I think that we have two options. Again, I've cleared it with Dr. Dahlin. We can stay the night. I think it would be worth it just to confirm if this building suddenly grows a fourth floor. Rather, a fifth floor, given what Balto has found. Or we have the option to go to the meeting. I think that, at the very least, we're here. We have a gun. We have a hallway that we can walk into. What does everyone think?
I mean, we know that the encounter group is connected, and it is more of a time concern.
Will our access
I don't know.
to this building keep?
Yeah, would we be able to? Will Dahlin let us come back and stay tomorrow?
Checks. I mean,
do not
48 success.
critical failure.
okay.
Regular success.
Okay. Critical failure. Dahlin knows Barbas. What if Barbas lived and tells Dahlin something? And regular success. What if you told Dahlin's name to Fitzroy? And that maybe you don't know what their conversation would be like. This is a secure psychiatric facility.
Yeah,
one of you has a legitimate government badge. Like
this is more directly connected. We know the other thing's connected, but like might not be able to get back in. You're right.
And you did
put the
smuggle a
gun together.
Yeah.
Okay.
My dear, give me the gun and I can put it together in a snap.
I mean, let's make sure we're somewhere private before we do that.
Yeah, you're gonna be a lookout.
All right, you can go. Someone can go to a bathroom into a stall.
I'll do it.
We're gonna go in here and have sex.
Yersinia and I go to the bathroom, have a little girl talk.
No.
Powder our noses.
Yeah, women always going to the bathroom together.
Am I right?
They're
Oh my
always
God, Ryan.
All right, so Yersinia, are you going to the bathroom? So you're going to the bathroom to do that, right?
Yes, correct.
Yeah, well, it's in my coat, so I figure we both go so she can.
It's a one-person room.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, I'll just
Sad.
I'll
trade. I'll take your coat and give you my coat.
Yeah,
There we go.
I put
It's just
your
a
coat
fun
over my
thing we do.
shoulders. Yeah.
All right. So Yersinia goes in the bathroom, and you close the door, turn on the light. It's just like a little one-room thing. And you're
the lead-in is stressing me out here. Wait, what?
You're not in the bathroom. You're in a large, elegant house. In a library. There's a fireplace. There's a young woman you recognize sitting at a chair opposite to you. She is pouring you a cup of tea. Go and give me a sand check.
Okay. I do make that.
Oh,
Yeah, there's just one for unnatural.
All right.
Hello, my name is Emma. I suppose you may have heard of me. I believe I wrote a book your child read.
You seem awfully prescient for my having just met you.
Would you like to sit down and have a cup of tea? This house is often so empty.
Are there windows visible from where I am?
There's a skylight.
I look up.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you might call it a house without doors.
Yeah.
Oh. Is it a normal sky?
Emmeline, not Emma. Emmeline, sorry.
Emmeline.
The other world without doors.
Emmeline E. Fitzroy.
Yeah. Yep. E. Fitzroy.
Oh fuck! I haven't looked to see if there's a familial connection there. God,
I'm going to ask that. Now, I'll take a seat and kind of like.
Well, hold on. So you sit down to have tea with Emmeline. The other three of you are waiting outside, and orderlies come up to you and says, "All right, it's time to go to your rooms."
Oh,
excuse me?
Yeah. Just follow us. It's bedtime. Come on.
I mean, Dahlin was pretty clear that we were going to be investigating further this evening.
Another man comes out, says, no, come on, it's okay. Look, we've been making such great progress. I don't want to have to bump you back up to the third floor. You remember me, Dr. Friendo? Dr. Friend? Yeah.
Dr. Friend. That's not anyone we've heard of so far, right?
No.
Okay.
Nope. Yeah, Dr. Maximo Friend. I'm the administrator. You need to go back to your rooms now. You've been
just
yeah,
waiting.
everyone. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. Actually, only Jørgen has to make a sand check because he's not adapted to helplessness.
That's correct, and I fail.
All right, that is.
Wait, also just real quick rules check.
Yeah.
I was adapted to helplessness previously, but then I had a breaking point, and that resets it, right?
No, you're always
no.
adapted.
Yeah. You're yeah.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
That's permanent damage.
I'm gonna recheck those boxes then.
Yep.
Yeah.
That power is permanently gone too. Yeah. So yeah, they so we will stop there as you will all have you're in the Dorchester house at night. And
Yep.
Yeah, we are.
And Jørgen, who displays a volatile defiance towards expressions of authority or manipulation, just failed his scan check. Just want to put that out there right now.
Yeah, I feel like this is going to take longer than 10 minutes to resolve, so I think we probably should stop here. So, yeah. Welcome to the Dorchester house.
cool.
Yep. So any questions, comments, suggestions? I obviously had a great time as Sal Y had to figure out what the fuck was going on. And
I really wish I went to that meeting now. All right, bye guys.
That was fucking good.
Rob,
good.
Faye,
God damn
you
it.
two really, really fucking shown.
Oh yeah, thank you. Yeah, Rob, fucking great. I love all the interplay between the characters.
Oh,
yeah,
really
this is an
so
extremely good party.
It
it makes me sad that it's in Delta Green, but that's part of the beauty, the impermanence.
All right. Well, we'll talk to you all later. As maybe we'll have a bit of group therapy here at the Dorchester.
Oh my fucking god! I think Jørgen might be going to fucking solitary.
Likely.
Yeah.
Jørgen's gonna meet my good friend Thorazine.
Yeah. We'll see what happens.
He might be from the mother country then, with a name like Thor.
Yeah. All right. So we'll talk to you all later. Bye.
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 Bye.